Hi, welcome to the Getting Grounded with Data podcast. Whenever you get numbers across your desk, always think of the acronym SCARY. Ooh.
S stands for surprised. Were you caught off guard, and why? Do a quick self-reflection. There's no time for blame, and build a system to prevent being surprised again in the future. Let nothing be a surprise is one of our mottos. We always think that a weekly report should be feeding into what your results for the monthly report are, and your quarterly report should be informed by the monthly reports. And you should have no surprises at the end of the year because you've been looking at those quarterly reports too. It's also important to think about being proactive rather than reactive with your results. If you're aiming for a particular number, you have two directions the results could go: higher or lower than what the number would be. Have a plan. Be proactive about what you're going to do instead of waiting until you get to one of those numbers and deciding what you would do next.
C stands for credible data. Trust but verify. Errors happen. Even happy errors giving you the false sense of an inflated position are not good. Do a quick double check of the data and the data inputs. If the data were in error, rerun the reports and address the data processing issues. A publicized error could result in the loss of credibility, particularly if it's a repeated mistake. It's okay to make mistakes, just make them original. It's better to ensure that the data are correct before releasing any report. Errors happen for a lot of controllable and uncontrollable reasons. If errant data get out, then you must do three things. One, correct the error. Two, publicly explain what caused it. And three, ensure steps have been taken to protect against this type of error reoccurring in the future.
A stands for action plan or actionable data. If the data were correct, ask, was the change statistically significant and part of a statistically significant trend? Don't overreact to small one-off changes. Monitor and beware, but oversteering and understeering can result.
Fix the store, not the score. Often there's a tendency to challenge the credibility of the information and not the story behind the significant change in the scores, particularly if there have been data errors in the past. Again, ensuring the credibility of the informational system upfront is critical. It is important to give stakeholders a safe space in most situations to make adjustments to their processes and how the mistake was made. The first time and maybe the second time. But if there's a third time, you got to ask why. There should be no excuses.
Sure. And also, like I mentioned before, keep in mind that it is appropriate to make action plans for favorable results.
R means retest and reevaluate. After an action plan has had a reasonable amount of time to take effect, rerun the numbers again and reevaluate the progress.
And last, why? Why the numbers are being provided in this way? What was the motivation? Was it to make something look better than it was? Is it used to distract you from something else? We call this technique the look at the bunny. You have all of these numbers that may or may not be completely too favorable, but look at over here. Look at this bunny over here. Isn't it shiny and fuzzy and fluffy and amazing? Ooh.
So whenever you get numbers across your desk, always think of the acronym SCARY. Ooh.
Ooh.